All right, Pisces, this is going to be a general reading. So, when I was setting the attention for your reading, Pisces, I got the message of a ballerina or ballerina slippers. That could even be a book, okay? Take it how it resonates. And then I also got a vision of a candle. So either you or like maybe going to visit somebody, and when you go to light a candle and you go, say, to a church or a mosque, or I'm not sure if they still do that, but you go and you light a candle for someone, or a vigil, or having some sort of vigil could be significant. Okay, so let's get into the reading, Spirit. What do we have for Pisces? For all the Pisces watching. Okay, well, these are way too many. Spiritual activation, stimulation, and with the Pisces full moon, the eclipse moon that just happened, um, it's expanding you, broadening your horizons. It's clearing the illusion. I'm getting it's clearing the karmic debt. What do we have for Pisces? Spirit, what do we have for Pisces? The winter. Don't mind my nails. We're getting them done soon. Okay, winter. And then we have reflection, transition, and release. Yeah. So some sort of cleansing, coming out of the winter hibernation mode, reflecting, learning, or coming to a realization on what you need to let go. Daydream, discovering your why. I'm getting 144 on the clock. Learning to lean in a little bit more, to trust the process, to create with your imagination could be significant. Even like following like the light, like the hermit, I'm getting with that light that I saw in the beginning, like a candle. And then we have stairs, direction, timing, trust the timing. Something you've been wanting, something that you've been like daydreaming about, or something that um you've been kind of like in that Piscean energy, that dream-like state. And you've been really reflecting on something and manifesting something through some sort of quiet, sacred time, quiet, sacred space. And you've been creating something or working on something, or even this is just self development, learning to like let go of things, to release things that are keeping you barren, that are keeping you stuck with like the winter here, like Five of Pentacles, keeping you out in the cold. And you're transitioning the pain into gain through lessons. And as I say that underneath the deck, the school lessons, trusting your intuition, learning to align with your intuition more. You could be a lone wolf. Okay. This is something that you're learning, maybe lessons in trusting your intuition on who to trust. And then we have silver, goddess, insight, Pisces. This is you, the high priestess energy. And yeah, self inventory, introspection, right? Like maybe you're a light, you're becoming a light for others, or you're beginning to see the light. Let's use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a minute. Attraction. So you're attracting something. As you release, you're creating space and you're attracting something for you. The super moon here, this is going to be expanding. I'm getting like even Jupiter energy, super moon, attraction. Jupiter expands. Jupiter expands what's already there. But we also did have an eclipse. So you release something during the eclipse moon, full moon, and now you're transitioning. And maybe this could even be like daydream, like the void, the time to create, the time to get into that Piscean energy and really tune in and tap into your creative spark, your creative outlets, your sacral chakra. And then we have 4, acceptance, accepting the buffer time. Look, if you could see this, this is a 44 card, attraction. I don't even think I showed it to you. So attraction, because it fell out. And then acceptance, which is a 4. So 444, something is protected. Your steps are protected. You could be seeing doves, but doves symbolize innocence, peace. You've let go of something, you've let go of whatever you let go of was for your betterment. And now you're in this space of wonderment. You're in this space where you could create anything you want, manifest anything you want. And whatever it is that you are manifesting or creating, it's time to accept, because someone's coming in to lend a helping hand, like acceptance, a helping hand. Trust the divine timing, the direction in which way this is unfolding. This could even be you like going to school. Like, I never want to promote not going to school, but maybe you just realized that school just wasn't for you, and you released something, and in that release and through reflection you went through a transition, and now you're attracting some sort of acceptance, some sort of help. The letter A could be significant. What else do we have for Pisces? Extremes. So you're going from cold to hot, literally winter, and then extremes. Look, it's like the burning moon here, a hot moon, that's what's called. So from cold to hot. So where you were maybe have faith, okay, like this is Empress energy, faith. This is another 4, 44, 44. Heavy protection. Maybe there was a lot of like spiritual attacks, because we extremes, like you're going, from like one day you feel this way and the next day you feel another. Like your emotions could be or could have been all over the place, but you've done some sort of introspection, some sort of reflection, and you've released something. I don't know what that is. That's going to be different for everybody. But this is understanding the ebb and flow of the seasons, that everything serves, like even the losses, even the buffering time serves, even the quiet time serves, because that allows you to receive, that allows you to accept. When you're still, when you're in a place of say quiet, when you're in a place of surrender, you're not always go go go, I gotta go pick up the kids, I gotta go to school, I gotta go to work, I gotta go do this for my mom, I gotta go do this for that, like, you know what I mean? When you're not just in a place of quiet time, solitude, surrender, a place of stillness, that's when you receive the messages, that's when you are able to accept the messages that are coming in for you. Have faith, because there is a new direction. And I feel like you're going to go from night to day, from cold to hot. Like someone or something's coming in, and this is an attraction that's coming in, someone that's assessing you. Chills. Chills, okay? I got chills. Confirmation, number 9 card. And then this is creation. So something you're creating, someone's assessing something that you're creating. They're watching this new beginning, or this is part of the divine blueprint, and your ancestors have been assessing this, watching this. And 2025 is the in numerology a 9, the ending of 9. Okay, the ending of cycles, the ending, the transition. The winter is over. The winter is over. Now you're coming into your fruition. You're attracting, you're accepting. And it's going to go from like from broke to rich, from like rags to riches, I'm getting. And you may have been in the darkness, but what really shifted this energetic frequency was your surrender, accepting it, accepting this is how it is. And sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do what you want to do. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Sometimes you got to do the things that you don't want to do. So in the long run, you're better off. Let's go deeper into this. Let's get the tarot. Let's clarify the winter card for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, the Tower, transition. Yeah, something was let go. Transition, release. You let go of something. This card came out. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, something about studying, something about learning, higher knowledge, wisdom, maybe being so hard on yourself, maybe like not like going easy on yourself, not always having to get A's. You know what I mean? Just because you were an A student doesn't mean that you can excel in whatever field that you're studying. Right? School is just more for education and more for memory and for that certificate. But that doesn't mean that you can excel in something just because you don't have that certificate, just because you don't have that quote unquote textbook education. But there has been a huge shift, a huge transition that you're going through, recently going through, or you've gone through. Let's clarify attraction. What's Pisces attracting? What's this attraction card? Clarify, Spirit. Clarify, Spirit. This attraction card. Page of Wands. Adventure. Passion. Something that you're passionate about. Maybe you just don't want to go to school for something that you've been studying and you just want to really go into some sort of art, some sort of hobby, or this is just making the time and having a better schedule. Underneath, we have the Seven of Swords. There's maybe you're lying to yourself about something, or this is just like some sort of sneaky behavior. Like you've learned to let go of something, and that caused the tower, whatever this winter was. You could have been born in the winter months and have Pisces anywhere else in your chart. That could be significant. Tower, Aries energy, even Scorpio, like the destruction, the transition, the release, building new. And you really want to like attraction, like there's something that's been calling you. It's like this spark, something that just keeps calling you with this Page of Wands. It's like you say you love painting and you started painting and you just love doing it and you just feel so good when you're doing it, but you cause some sort of self-sabotage and you keep going back into some sort of lesson, some sort of cycle, some sort of karmic lesson, and you really need to trust your intuition more because you have that goddess insight. Let's clarify daydream for Pisces. The Lovers, having a choice. There's going to be a choice. You're going to have the choice between two things and to choose which direction in which you want to go. Clarify acceptance. What's Pisces receiving or need to accept? The Knight of Swords. 14:14 on the clock, accepting the action. Like there's some you need to come into some sort of like surrender or acceptance that you need to take this action towards this choice. The Nine of Swords underneath. Yeah, you're really in your head about something. You're uncertain of which action, which direction to go. But you're being asked to have faith because whatever it is that you're creating, that you're working on, is being assessed right now. The creation assessment is and you can't see it because you're not meant to see it. You're just meant to surrender to the process because change is afoot and you are meant to share or gain some sort of wisdom through your self reflection. And something within that is blossoming because you've released what no longer serves you. And now you're coming from a pure place. Let's clarify the direction and timing for Pisces. Clarify direction or timing. The 10 of Swords. Look at all this swords. You're really in your head about something. The 10 of Swords. This is moving you into a different direction. Or maybe this is like a forewarning, Pisces, in the direction that you're going. Maybe there's some sort of choice that's coming in, and you're being asked to carefully do introspection because this may lead to a 10 of Swords. Let's clarify this extreme card. Now, with this extreme card and this 10 of Swords, Temperance and the Star. I see. Sagittarian energy, Aquarius energy, the extremes, the Temperance or the Star. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So this is like a soulmate. This could even be contract, romance. So this could be a choice between lovers. But it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but this just could be a choice between two things. Something that you love to do or something that maybe you've gone to school for. But maybe a tower is coming in to help you release something once and for all so you can make a final choice and take action and move forward and then accept this as your path and trust that in divine timing, because you go from the tower, which is the winter, and then the extreme, which is temperance and the star. So there's something that is meant to be healed so you could walk with this new beginning. So the stars are aligning. This could even be like a contract. Say that you're a musician, okay, and you've been doing it for 7 years, okay, 7 of Pentacles underneath the deck. You've been doing this for 7 years, but there's some sort of contract that comes in. But read the fine print. Make sure that you do your due diligence because one offer might lead you to becoming a star, and another one is going to require you to heal. The temperance is the balancing, is tempering the choice. Yeah, this is getting really deep. I don't know if I should share it on here. Just be careful of the contracts that you sign because I feel like there's a choice that's coming in. Now, this could be romantic. It doesn't have to be, but it could be with a soulmate. But direction and timing, 10 of Swords, there's going to be some sort of heartbreak or some sort of disappointment because it's an extreme. Something is an extreme, like something like it may be too good to be true. So read the contracts, read the fine print. Like you've learned your lesson. You've learned your lesson. I'm getting trust your intuition. That's why there was some sort of transition release, why you had to go through some sort of tower moment so you could really get your mind right and release the negative thoughts, the self imposing limiting beliefs, and gain clear on which action that you want to take. Because we have the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords. So the 7, 8, 9, 10 of Swords. So And then we had the King of Swords underneath with the Page of Swords. Wow. Look at that. That's wild. You're really in your head about something, or you're going to be in your head about something. This could even be what you've released. Like you've released a choice, you've released something that was causing you to remain in this 10 of swords. And now that you've released it, you're moving into a situation or an opportunity that's going to align with you to allow you to heal and bring in a soulmate connection, um more romance and more love, more emotional fulfillment, allowing yourself to really